Welcome to Knowledge Distributor.
your prime source for in-depth news and analysis.
Let's dive into today's top stories.
F-16 fighter jet incident near South Korean coast.
In a recent development, the 8th Fighter Wing of the United States Air Force has confirmed an F-16 fighter jet crashed into the sea near Gunsan, a western city in South Korea. Fortunately, the pilot ejected safely and was rescued, thanks to the rapid response of South Korean rescue teams. The US military's immediate focus is now on locating and retrieving the aircraft's wreckage.
Shifts in Ukrainian military leadership.
Turning to Eastern Europe, high-stakes military leadership changes are unfolding. Alexander Syrsky, a top commander in the Ukrainian ground forces, declined the position of Commander-in-Chief of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. This decision follows a crucial meeting between Ukrainian President Zelensky and the current Commander-in-Chief, Zelensky, intensifying the strategic dynamics within the nation's military hierarchy.
Political turbulence in Pakistan.
In Pakistan, the political landscape is undergoing dramatic shifts. Former Prime Minister Imran Khan and his wife, Bushra Bibi, face a 14-year sentence in the Toshakhana case, adding to the tension ahead of the upcoming general election. This sentence coincides with another ruling where Khan and his foreign minister received a 10-year sentence for violating state secrets, marking a significant turn in Pakistan's political narrative.
Global political tensions.
On the global stage, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov criticizes the West, accusing it of maintaining a privileged stance at the expense of the majority. Meanwhile, Iran asserts its readiness to counter threats from the West, emphasizing its defensive posture amid escalating tensions.
Protests and policies in Europe.
Concurrently, an analysis of European unemployment rates reveals significant disparities, highlighting the economic challenges various nations face. Europe witnesses widespread protests against government policies. In Germany and France, farmers express their discontent, demanding attention to their grievances. Yet another day of farmers' protests against the policies of Olaf Scholz's government rocked Germany. Protests are taking place in Bavaria, Saxony-Anhalt, Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, Lower Saxony, Hessen, and Thuringia, among other regions. Farmers in France tried to seize the Rangis food market near Paris. 79 people were arrested, media report.
Unexpected move by farmers in Clermont-Ferrand. Numerous trailers filled with manure and waste were dumped in front of the local prefecture. Middle Eastern conflicts and international responses.
In the Middle East, the ongoing conflict continues to take a heavy toll, with reports of casualties and military actions intensifying the situation. The US military's recent actions against drone threats in Yemen underline the complex dynamics of regional security and international involvement. The US struck 10 drones that were preparing to launch in Yemen, CBS reported, citing a Bahraini Defense Ministry source. The strike was carried out by F-18 fighter jets, the report added. Earlier, US destroyer the USS Gravely shot down a Yemeni Houthi missile over the Red Sea at a distance of 1 mile. The report says this was the closest the Houthis have come to a ship. Previously, Houthi missiles have been shot down by the USS Gravely at a distance of 7-8 miles. The Houthi group behind the recent attacks on Red Sea shipping has justified its actions as an attempt to support the Palestinians in Gaza and denied interfering with freedom of navigation in the region. Arab and Muslim nations have warned that unchecked Israeli actions in Gaza could escalate into a wider conflict. The US and UK have been responding with airstrikes since mid-January, citing a threat to freedom of navigation. Back in the United States, a significant portion of voters in key swing states voiced their concerns over President Biden's handling of the southern border situation. Additionally, the US military's proactive measures in the Red Sea against potential threats reflect the broader strategy to maintain regional stability and secure navigation routes. More than 60% of American voters in swing states believe Biden is responsible for the situation on the southern border of the United States, a Bloomberg or Morning Consult poll showed. The survey was conducted from January 16 to 22 and included 4,956 registered voters in Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin.
This is how children in the Gaza Strip are entertained to distract them from the war. More than 5,300 children died. from the start of the war between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip. Until the truce was declared on November 24th, the UN Children's Fund UNICEF reported. This number does not include missing persons, or those who may be trapped under the rubble.
Ukrainian forces used a MIM-104, an anti-aircraft guided missile fired from a Patriot missile system to shoot down the Il-76 plane near Belgorod. Russian Investigative Committee. In the area of the plane crash, 116 fragments of 2 anti-aircraft missiles with inscriptions in English were found, the Russian Investigative Committee said.
Americans should know where their money is going. Biden has made them accomplices in the tragedy, Zakharova said, commenting on reports that the Il-76 was shot down by a Patriot missile.
That wraps up today's segment on Knowledge Distributor. Stay informed and engaged as we bring you the latest and most comprehensive news from around the globe. Tune in next time for more insights and analyses.